Yeah, just, rough shooting night for one thing. I thought defensively on the boards, I mean, they got 3 offensive rebounds by 1 player, and that was it. Defensively, you hold the team to, 61 points. I think you have done a pretty good job. We still had, some areas where we broke down in the scout, whatever, in defending certain people, but I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job. Again, 3 offensive rebounds allowed. Good job there. Just felt like offensively, and I'll take blame for that too. I thought we settled a lot. We took step backs and fadeaways. We shot 2 free throws in 40 minutes, so we must not have been very aggressive to the rim and finding a way to get to the foul line. But again, I think we were 1 for 12 from the 3 in the second half. So just a bad night offensively, and like I said, I'll take a lot of blame for that, for not getting us better looks. But again, they did a good job on us defensively and found a way to win.
Question for Khamil?
Khamil, UNC is up 10, and then you guys are able to cut it to 2. What kind of spurred that? What was kind of able, how were y'all able to kind of generate that offensive momentum?
I think we all just have the same purpose. We all want to win, and just understand, I mean, in a situation like that, there's not much else for us to do. We weren't just going to roll over. So just understand that we're more than capable and just fighting back into the game.
Khamil, y'all had a 4-point lead coming out of half. You shot 3 of 17 in the third quarter. What happened?
You said, what was the last?
You had a 4-point lead coming out of half, but the team shot 3 of 17 in the third quarter. Kind of what happened?
I think that's just the game of basketball. Some nights we're going to make shots. I feel like this team usually we do. And tonight we just we're off. I think that's just how the game is sometimes.
What were your thoughts on the physicality of this game? Because obviously you guys only getting 2 free throws in this entire game. I mean, did you feel that there was a little more physicality than that in this one?
No, I think kind of just like Coach said, I don't think we really attacked the rim as much as we should have. I know personally for me, I wasn't really aggressive down to the rim. I mean, I feel like every game's kind of physical, so I didn't feel like this one stuck out at all.
Khamil, were they doing anything different to not let you drive and just make you guys settle, or were you guys just settling for jump shots?
I honestly think just settling. I don't think it was anything too crazy. I think the jump shots were there a lot of the time, and yeah, just settled.
Coach Moore has talked about bench depth. Kaishi Luden hit 2 big shots late in the fourth quarter to kind of bring the momentum back and bring y'all back into it. Can you talk about the importance of her and the rest of the freshmen?
Yeah, I mean, they show up every day. They put in the same amount of work as us. They put in extra work too, so I feel like to see them do that in a game, especially Kai, I wouldn't expect anything different.
To kind of zoom out a little bit, obviously the Play for K initiative has been pervasive throughout all of women's college basketball. But how does it feel to play your first Play for K game proper on the court, which bears her name?
That's big. I always feel like for me it's always been bigger than just basketball, so to be able to play for a cause that is important to a lot of people around the world, that meant a lot.
One more question for Khamil.
Yeah, it looked like Zam really took missing that last 3-pointer really hard. What are you saying to her after the game, and kind of how do you help your teammates through those moments where they maybe take it on themselves, a loss?
I mean, it's just basketball. She's only a sophomore. I mean, she didn't have a great shooting night, but I mean, I can look at myself, neither did I. I think she shoots great on any given night, and it's one shot. There were so many other pieces that came into play for us to lose the game, so she shouldn't put it on herself at all.
I might add, it was a tough shot.
Yeah.
So as a coach, should have maybe found a way to get her a better look.
Thanks, Khamil. All right, question for Coach.
Wes, how difficult did it make it when you have that opportunity down the stretch and UNC only has one foul at that point in the fourth quarter, knowing that you basically have to draw something up where they can't be able to foul at all?
Yeah, it was tough because, again, they had 0 fouls in the last 30 seconds, whatever it was. So they had 5 fouls to give and to try to kind of break up your rhythm a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, you look at ways maybe we could have got shot off without having to make a whole lot of passes, which is what we tried to do on the last one there. We were trying to catch it on the move and get a shot up. Obviously, we didn't have to have a 3, so we had, tried to get her to curl in there. But they did a good job defending it, and she had to, like I said, take a tough shot.
What did you think of the atmosphere tonight? We heard Coach Banghart say that this game felt a lot like March, obviously with the ending and then the packed house. Did it feel like that to you a little bit?
I hope not, or we'd be going home. So glad it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's great atmosphere. Our fans are unbelievable. And obviously, I think someone said they raised over $500,000 tonight for the foundation. So, it's a great cause, and I appreciate our fans coming out with the weather a little iffy and the roads a little icy. So it was good, but at the end of the day, we lost. So it's kind of hard to enjoy all the other stuff. But again, don't get me wrong, it's a great cause, and obviously was with Coach Al and saw her fight for 20 years through it. So yeah, it's an important night for all of us here at NC State.
What were you seeing from your team down the stretch, able to cut it from that double-digit deficit to 2?
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of our kids. As Khamil said, they're not going to roll over, and I'm proud of the way they fought. And, it's just killing me as a coach. We've lost 3 or 4 games like this now, and so then you second-guess every decision you made or make at the end and all throughout the game even. So it's tough and, heartbreaking, and feel like you're letting people down, and we're not used to losing. We've been, I think, 6 of the last 7 years we finished top 10 in the country. So this is hard to swallow right now. But I just tried to remind them afterwards, we're that close. I mean, we've played a lot of really good teams. We played one of the toughest schedules in the country. And yeah, we've come up short in several of these. We got to find a way to get over the hump. But we got to stick together and try to learn, and again, look in the mirror, all of us, and try to figure out a way to make up a couple of points. And like I said, if you'd have told me we're holding them to 61, I'd have felt pretty good. But we did have a rough night, and like I said, I'll take my fair share of the blame for that. Got to try to help them offensively get better looks.
Wes, do you feel like this team is growing and learning from its mistakes, or you kind of still feel like you're dealing with some of the same problems you identified?
Yeah, I mean, again, I thought tonight we did some good things. We're coming off a game where we gave up 84 points. And so, I thought tonight we did a better job. Still frustrating that certain players, we let them do what they like to do. We gave up some threes to shooters. We gave up some drives to slashers. Yeah, I mean, I think we're making progress. We just got to make sure we stick together, like I said, and we realize we still have time. Again, I guess we're running out of some time. We need to win games, okay? We got a tough schedule ahead of us, but we got to find a way to win some games, and at the same time, make sure we're getting better. And so in March, we're a little bit better than we are right now.
We went to 2 players from the bench. How are you feeling about your rotation? And
Yeah, part of it depends on personnel that's out on the court, and again, probably could go deeper at times. Probably should have. We had some people have some uncharacteristic nights, and maybe we should have gone a little. But I grew up in Texas. I mean, some of you may remember the Darrell Royal era. And he used to say, we're gonna dance with the one that brung us. So I'm kind of big on people that have earned trust. Even on an off night, I still believe they can turn it around.
Rob, last question.
Yeah, in the West, Little Carolina sagged off the wings to prevent penetration. Did you see that, and did you feel like your kids were able to penetrate, get downhill as much?
Well, again, like I said, they went to the zone, and we knew that was coming. We, spent time on it. But, maybe we did, like I said, we settled too much, and maybe we should have stressed attacking the gaps a little bit more. I thought we could get the ball in the high post and create some things there, but, maybe we could have. But you're probably right, certain players. And again, when you're having a rough shooting night, you're 1 for 12 from 3 in the second half, I'd be sagging too, So a good adjustment on their part. But again, hopefully we're not going to do that very often. But again, we did tonight.
Mitch, go ahead, one more.
Courtney talked a couple days ago about, the desire maybe on both sides to play this game more often than you play it now, which is only once a regular season. You had the great atmosphere tonight. It's on ESPN2. Do you think it's a possibility of maybe playing UNC at a neutral site in a non-conference in the future?
I don't know. I hadn't even thought about it. So, again, I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but I mean, we play a pretty tough schedule, so it's not like we're shying away. I noticed some people maybe were questioning why I play this game and the Play for K. I mean, we don't control that. The ACC office and TV, probably more importantly, determine when you play and who you play. And obviously, for a big night like this, Play for K at NC State, they want a great game. And so, unfortunately, we don't control that.
Awesome.
Thanks, Coach.